Check it out. Let's see if you can hear this on camera. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Well, either way. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Either way, it's a good thing for me to be doing. All through my ears and like into my jaw. It's not like crunching right now, and it's not popping. It's like a man. You know, almost a squishing at times, kind of like you can hear. Picture you step into mud, you take your foot out, and that like that like suctiony kind of sound, because see my ears moving. The ears can move, you know, there's just musculature. Well, the jaw muscles, right, that come up like that, right, all through the head down into the lower jaw here, but also just man, the lighting's not the best to show that right now, but that's okay. I show it, and I will where I do, right, just under In The Image Clothing Company. Evan Strong, the founder of In The Image Clothing Company. But anyway, so the ear, if you can see this, right, it just moves. It's just, as I say, the hole between the rear of the lower jawbone, which you can see, right, the jawbone is here, right where my beard starts. You can just see it. Okay. Like this. The jawbone, okay, coming down. And then the rear of the skull back here. Okay, this is the base of the skull. Sternocleidomastoid muscle comes down right here. I talk about the clash between that muscle and the rear of the jaw, and you can just see, right? I mean, listen. That's my jawbone, and then here's the muscle, and then it connects to the skull bone. Okay, so just the ear in there. It's just the, see everything moving. It helps that I don't have hair for the visual, and it also helps that I have a pretty low body fat percentage, especially right now, just this time in my life, for a lot of reasons. A lot of it's my diet, just my food intake is what I mean. It's pretty low at this time, but anyway, I just was eating, actually. This is a can of sweetened condensed milk, as I'm just eating it with a spoon. I just opened it, and I've just been eating it with a spoon, and it's actually great. I love dairy. I eat a lot of dairy products, and this is sweetened with sugar. It's good. And as I was just, you know, eating it, also with my left hand, my non-dominant hand, right? Because getting the body centered, you know, you eat with your right hand all the time, and your mouth opening just is more to the right. All your face muscles, right, they move to the side, and your all the things we talk about under In The Image Clothing Company and eating naturally. And as I was just putting the spoon to my mouth with my left hand, well, to do, right, like I'm saying, balance out the mouth, like I show as the founder of In The Image Clothing Company, to keep the body centered. As I just reached down, like, to, you know, open my mouth to put the spoon in with my left hand, I just could feel and even hear that thing I'm showing here, that if you can hear, you can hear, like I described, pulling your foot out of a muddy step, because you just picture like the ear just sitting. I mean, see how it can just move in there. In there, meaning just in its little space here between the bones. And you just picture, your whole body um, adjusting, okay? And it's the right side of the body that we really need to adjust. Really, when I say adjust, I mean just like rid the scar tissue, like where this sternocleidomastoid muscle does come up and insert here to the head, right? Which is just right behind the ear. It's like right here, the insertion of that muscle, and then it just comes down. And then the other insertion is right here at the end of the collarbone, right next to the sternum, right? Sternum, clavicle, mastoid, sternocleidomastoid muscle, as I show. So a lot of release on the rear of the jawbone of scar tissue, because a lot of scar tissue gets built up on the jaw when the right shoulder is so inhibited like this for so many years, right? External, forward, dropped, away from the body's center line, right? Rather than internal like this. Just the position we get in because of the right-handed world, right? As I say, under In the Image Clothing Company, we talk about these things often. So breaking up the scar tissue on the outside of the jaw here, and again, the insertion of that muscle, the scar tissue gets built up here at the top of the sternocleidomastoid, and down here, right where that collarbone does its motion, right at the insertion of the clavicle itself to the sternum. Okay, and that's right where that insertion is. And so you'll notice it's hard to look left, right? Look at this. As you can see, that muscle protruding there, that is the sternocleidomastoid. It sticks out more on people's left side like this when they turn right. Okay, so that's why I talk about needing to look left. It's just something we don't do as human beings within patterning. Yeah, looking left and turning right are the same motion. So we talk about these things, but I wanted to just document this. Today's the technically 9th now, because it's just past midnight by quite a ways. Things like it's 4 a.m. I just haven't been to bed yet since the 8th of June, 2025. So I just wanted to document, right? I've been doing that a little bit, as I have with things in my body, as things are just aligning, okay? Being the founder of In the Image Clothing Company and getting out of the same patternings that I'm showing other people how to after having founded the company, which is, as I've said, such a gift, the timing that I didn't choose, right? Being given this as I am and do by God. It's cool to be able to show these things in my own personal body, because the way that I understand how the human body works and the way that I can teach people and show these things and, really show what modifications need to be done in clothing, and then, all the intentions behind any design of In the Image Clothing Company clothing to stay centered, fit correct, be made from ideally 100% natural materials, meaning any clothing should. In the Image Clothing Company clothing always will be. The way that I'm able to understand and know all these things is because of personal experience. That sound from like my tongue, that's not any of this, but it's up in my actual ear, right? So there you go. Okay. I just wanted to document that. I'm going to continue to enjoy this and just hang out. So thank you.